I want to welcome you if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is MJ, and on Mondays I like to do my Disney Mini Collaboration Challenge. So I just need a pen, I guess. A marker. Let's go with purple. Okay, let's flip the first card over. Number 4. Get that out the way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I've been told today, because my occupancy is low, sorry, I'm trying to talk in this thing. Because my occupancy is low, I have to start working on Saturdays. I've never worked on Saturdays before. My position when I was hired was always Monday through Friday. But now they've implemented, if your occupancy gets below a certain amount, you have to work on Saturdays. Mind you, they're sitting at home loving life and not doing anything to help you because they haven't implemented any of the suggestions I had for possible specials to drive traffic to the property. So pretty much working on Saturdays, it just penalizes the manager because no one wants to move onto the property. It doesn't help. They put me on this before, and I didn't get any more leases on Saturday because my property is always Monday through Friday, and that's what everyone knows it as. So no one ever comes out on Saturday. So Saturdays, I'm normally just in there doing some filing because no one ever comes to rent an apartment on Saturday. Because the website says 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, nothing's changed. I'm just there on Saturday, not being able to spend time with my family. Is basically, so you get penalized because of the occupancy. And again, like I've said many a times, we have no control over who decides to come in and apply and who can get approved when they do come in and apply. I finally finished this one. This took forever to finish. I don't see how much money is in. I bet it's no more than $18, but it seems like it's been forever to get it closed out. It's like, golly. And mind you, they had me helping every manager in the portfolio, but now they don't know who I am and what I'm doing, so I need to work on Saturdays. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, wait a minute, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Is that right? Because that would be the most I've ever did. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, and 4. It says 24. Great. That's the most. I know I've never gotten that high anywhere else. Let me see if I can use the marker. I'm terrible with this marker. Trying to write with it. Because I always need like a fine point. So let me just stick with my thing. And I said it was $24. And this is my payment. Finally closed out another one in payment. Let me see here. Okay. And I wasn't anticipating closing any out, so I didn't take any of my stuff out. So let me take out some just in case. Some paper clips. And the front of the book is where I keep what I call a little placeholder. So let's put that there. And today is the 8th. And then they're also, not only am I having to work on Saturdays, now I have to change my office hours. So now I have to, when I got hired, I was 8 to 4:30 with a 30-minute lunch. That's what I got hired as. Now they're making me work 8:30 to 5. Like the extra 30 minutes, I'm going to rent something. So you can look at it two ways. That they're trying to piss you off to quit. Trying to push you out without firing you because they know you haven't done anything. But if they know what I know, and the senior regional do know, that property is always going to have some kind of major issues with all kinds of stuff going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that right? This is 6? Yeah, it is 6 of them. I didn't think that little one make that much money. So, whatever. And that's fine. I just think insurance. Is it on the back? Yeah, insurance. Of course it's insurance. Oh my God, this insurance. Every day, every one of my challenge days that I do these on, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, always close out an insurance one on all of them. It's crazy. All right, let's put this in here. 6, what is it, 6, 8? Yeah. $12. Yeah, so they either trying to make me mad to quit, or they thinking I'm just going to put up with everything they do. Either way, I'm starting to look. I didn't want to look. I've told y'all 100 times, 14, 15, 16. On Saturdays, as you know, every 2 weeks, every other week, I go see my grandkids. By me doing this, I can't go see my grandkids by working on Saturdays. Because that's when I do it. And so they are affecting things that just because, like I said, it's just because. They're just because I'm not going to get any more leases because of it. I didn't last time when occupancy dropped. And believe me, occupancy drops because no one pays their rent and you got to put them out. But again, they think that's my fault too. That they're not paying their rent. Not that they don't have the money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. What is this one for? Taxes. Yeah, not they don't have the money, not they just don't want to pay because they're trifling. None of that. It's because I didn't call one extra time and I didn't do something extra. That's the reason why we're not getting the rent. And when I first got there, they weren't getting any rent. They had people owing them over 10 grand still living in the apartments. I've got people owing maybe 1 month's rent, and after that they get out if they can't come with the money. But that's how it does everywhere I go. And it's kind of sad, but everywhere I go, I transform the property. I get the residents under control. I get the property cleaned up. I get the money starting to come in. And so then what they make it seem like this is how it always was. They get confused, like it wasn't horrible before I got there. No, they think that's the way it always was. They get so comfortable the way it is now that I've been running it that they make it seem like that's the way that property always ran. It did not. 8, 9, 10, 11. It did not. It was a hellhole. Now it's not. To the point where Meals on Wheels wouldn't even deliver there. That's how bad it was. Now, if you can't get Meals on Wheels to deliver food because they're afraid, that's how bad it was. But now Meals on Wheels is delivering. And because I've transformed the property. Kids aren't running amok all over the place, damaging stuff. It's been completely transformed. So now they want more, like most employees want. Oh, and now they need to pay their rent. Well, of course they need to pay their rent. But if they don't pay their rent, they got to get out. And so then you end up getting like I said, vacancies. And when you get these vacancies and no one else is applying to move in, your occupancy goes down. Ooh, one more week on this one and it'll be done. Let's see here, $2. But like I said, I did not want to go. But I'm a component of it must be, I must need to go. I must got bigger and better things out there. It's the way I'm seeing it. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Why am I counting this? It's not done. Because I'm talking and I forgot what I was doing. That's why I'm counting it. And I forgot what I was doing. I still got one more shoe to go. Let's see, 24. Which is 24 the last one? No, 25 is the last one. This is 25. Turk is 24. Yep, so I'm assuming faith or whatever is telling me to, if you're a religious person, saying you need to go and find something else because this place is about to be down because they're not able to pay the bills and all that stuff, and you have vendors that don't want to come out because they're not getting paid. So it's time to go before it gets sold, and then I won't have nowhere at all to go because they're gonna have to sell it because they can't maintain it. Let's see, 9. And this is 8. This is 9. So I think this is faith saying, hey, you need to go ahead and try to find something. I guess this person had all the time in the world to color. Why are you coloring the dollar bills? I'm sure that's illegal. Is defacing the dollar bill, defacing a bill. Hey, really? What are you doing? Let me try to get this in better shape. So I started applying. Of course, I'll get calls and stuff because of all of my experience, but I really want to do something else. I just don't want to be in this situation again. I've been in this situation so many times. Before I started at this property, I was at another management company, which I enjoyed that one too. I was like, oh, great location, not too far from my house. So it's a quick commute. But I had an assistant that was there prior to me, and she wanted the job, even though she's had only been in the business for 4 months. But she wanted the property manager job, and they didn't give it to her. So she was undermining me the whole time. So she would call the regional every 5 minutes saying, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. It's so toxic. It was really bad. I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here. And I end up taking to start at this company I'm at now, I pretty much took a $20,000 cut in pay. That's how bad it was that I had to get out of there. 20, 21, 22. I had to get out of that company because I could not deal with it anymore. She kept making up stuff, and then the regional is telling me, well, you need to tell her stop calling. I'm thinking, if she's calling you, why don't you tell her you need to ask your manager and not say anything? But they weren't. So I'm like, okay, it's time to get out of here. And every company I go to, I transform the property and I bring in revenue and I do all that. But 25, I always get the short end of the stick. Because you remember this company I'm at now, they had me helping everybody. I'm good. I had to help this one, help this manager, help that manager, go over here and watch this one. I mean, everything. They had me doing it all. And now this is how they treat you. Even though they know they had you away from your property every 5 minutes helping somebody else. But because you don't have yours rented, they had me over there trying to help them other people stay rented. And then as soon as mine's dropped, now I need to get on Saturdays. The other ones weren't working Saturdays, but I need to be on Saturdays. So, to me, they don't deserve good people. They deserve the trifling ones they have. But not me. And it looked like every time, it always something tries to derail you. These are really bad. I'm hoping I don't rip it trying to put it in. That's how thing it is. Golly. Put that in the inside. This is fragile. But that's enough of me complaining. I'll let you know when I start somewhere else, because I'm definitely not even. 8, 9, 10. I just wish I could get in a different industry. 'Cause I'm thinking about, like patient care, where you're just at the front desk of a clinic or hospital registering people in. No one's going to ask you there how many people register, how many people sign up for appointments. Do we have enough? I mean, do you have enough appointments, MJ? I mean, you need to get more appointments, because we don't have enough appointments to pay our bills. Same thing. So you won't hear that at a doctor's office. 14, 15. So I'm hoping to find something different like that, because I don't want to go back into this industry. It's always the same thing. Every management company is the same. I get treated the same way on every management company. I'm golden when they need me, and then as soon as your occupancy drop down, they don't know who you are, and it's not golden no more. You just get treated like crap. And then they won't let you take your PTO because your occupancy is low. So I'm like, okay, so do I just end up losing my PTO? This one tight. It's probably being tight now because I'm putting more money in it, because at first it won't tight. Because I'm like, why haven't I cut this one down? So it's like they won't let you take PTO because your occupancy is low. So we can only roll over a week of pay. So I'm like, am I going to lose my other 2 weeks because y'all won't let me take them? Is that how that's going to play out? And is that legal? Okay. Why's this way over here? Am I still in frame with my ranting and raving? Yeah, look like I'm still in frame. Next one's 14. That's this one. Okay. I know it's no perfect job. I've been working long enough to know that. But it has to be a better way of life than having to deal with this. I mean, it started off bad from the beginning anyway. And that should have been my clue then, but I was so desperate. They had, this is how many, like I said, this is how many regionals I went through. I applied for the job like in 23, didn't hear anything, did all my background check and stuff, never heard anything about a start date or offer letter or anything. So I'm still working at that place with that assistant that's keep trying to find ways to tell them I'm not doing something. And then the senior regional called me on my way to work, 20, at the new place, 21, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Saying she apologized for not being there at the property for my first day of work. And I'm like, first day? I said, I didn't even know I got the position. I'm still working at my old property. I never gave him 2 weeks notice. She said, oh no, you were hired. I'm surprised she didn't. Probably because that regional is no longer with us. That was regional number 1. And ever since then, like I said, I'm on regional number 9. So that regional hired me, but I never even got a chance to meet her because she was gone before I even started to work. That was my clue. But that's, again, I was so desperate to get out of that other situation that was so toxic. I just went with it. Even though I right there was like, oh God, they don't know what they're doing. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. But I was so desperate to get out of that situation. I took a $20,000 cut and I started there. it's been going downhill ever since. I was working that property for maybe a year or so. Then all of a sudden a new regional came in, regional number, I don't know. Said, oh no, we're going to make your job part-time. So if you want to stay full-time, you got to work this one and another one that's about an hour away from where you live. This has been my, I need to write it down because I'm thinking I should be suing these people. Because I'm like, what? You can reduce me down to part-time unless I work this property 3 days a week and work another property 2 days a week. That's, like I said, an hour from my house. Okay, this is going to be a new one. So it's just been a lot with them. And I really should have been gone a long time ago. But I just enjoyed so much working at a property without anyone else. I'm the only person in the office. I really enjoy it. Okay, what we got here? 1 and 2. $2. $2. Okay, I promise this time I'm not going to ramp. Say nothing else. I'm going to turn to one of them videos. Okay. We got 7. So this is 7. So this one is 6. That's another new one I got to start. So let's do stitch. Hoping I ain't talked too much and I'm messed up. That's what I'm hoping I haven't done. I may need to do a check right now just to make sure I have the right amount of cards left to match the money. So let me make sure. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So I should have $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! I didn't mess up with all that talking because that's usually what messes me up. Okay, that was 6. I think I might be finishing this one today. 17. God, because that one was a long time. 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. Finally, that one was, oh, forever. Too many tennis balls. I can't believe I've been missing the French Open. I think it's off now. 1 and 2. I'm a huge tennis fan too. I just like sports though. All right, so how much did this say? 5, 10, 15, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 28. Okay. Come on. 28. And of course it's probably taxes just as bad. Okay. Okay, next one. Oh, there I go. Getting ready to swap it without putting in my little placeholder. 28. And it's 6, 8. Okay, next one. 18. Is that in the same section? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to start over though. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is a new one. Look like they're about the same in how many they are. So let's just do this one. These bills are really fragile. Like they're just so old. I don't know when they take bills out of circulation. You're not even going to see this because it's so dark. I mean, crazy dark. I wonder if I can get a lighter color if you'll see it. Nope, it's just because it's so dark. The thing itself is dark. So you can hardly see it. Will a pen work? I mean, I'm just trying everything. Just like, why can't you see this at all? You can kind of see that, I guess. I don't know. I'll put it up when I look at the camera back. I'll see if I can see it. when I review my video. All right. 19. What was this? 18. So this is 19. Let's see here. I think I'm going to do something else with my money this time. I'll explain it after I finish all this because I don't want to mess up. Let me just tuck this in front. And get it in there. All right, come on, you can do it. If it don't do it, I'll fold it, but it should go in there. Let me take this thing. Try to get it in there. All right, being really silly. So let's just do a fold. Because next week it'll be done anyways. Not next week, the following week. Yeah, next week it'll be done. So let's flip it over. 5. Finally, so I'm back in the money. And the payment. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one is pretty full, so I don't know if it's going to let me do it, so I'm going to do it this way just to get it in. And the last one is 3. Oh, another one up here. This is 3. It's got to be 3 because I don't remember doing this one. 1, 2, and 3. So next week, this will be closed out and this whole page will be done, which is great. Like I mentioned before, I'm not going to put in new challenges. I'm just going to let the pages end. And then after I get all the challenges completed in this book, then that's when I'll stop. But what I decided also, since this is the end of this part of it, what I've decided also is to not keep a sinking funds binder. I am and I'm not. So what I'm going to end up doing is when I close out for the month, I'll find a binder. I got tons of binders here. If not, I'll buy a binder. Instead of keeping this sinking fund binder with all the cash in it until you get to a certain amount, I'm just going to get a smaller binder and just keep these cards. And every time I close out for the month, that money is just going straight to the bank, if that makes any sense. So basically like this one here, memberships. So basically your folders will never have any money in them. It'll only just have the cards with the running total. As soon as I close out for the month, I'm taking the money straight to the bank instead of putting it in here. And then the way I can track it, I'll keep my trackers in a smaller binder. So I know how much I got in each category in the bank, but I'm putting it all in the bank. I'm not going to keep any money in here after the challenge has been closed out. So that's basically what I want to do. I don't want to keep any money in here. I'm putting it straight in the bank. So after I close it out, it goes straight in the bank at the end of the month. At the end of the month, not now, but at the end of the month. So although I close out these, oh God, I gotta put that back. Although I close out these challenges, although I close out these challenges, I am not putting that money in the bank. I will put it in the bank when I do my end of month closing. Get my little money pouch out. So when I close out this for the month of June, all this money, instead of going into that extra sinking fund binder, it's going straight into the bank. And I'm only going to put in the tracker how much is in each category. Still doing the sheet, still doing the tracker, just not keeping the money in there. Putting it straight in the bank. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And just remember, say what you can and just stick to the plan. Bye-bye.